It's Saturday, March 9th, 2024. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. 84 degrees here in Palm Desert, California today. It is absolutely stunning. So good to feel the sun and some heat. Just an absolutely gorgeous day, but a lot happening in the world. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue to wake people up. Let's continue to get the message out there. So many people are waking up. And that's really some good news today, that more and more people are preparing. I was reading some articles today that more people across the board are prepping, and more people are now becoming very, very concerned with what is happening right here in America. And the more people get concerned, the more people will take action, the more people will prepare. So let's keep sharing the videos. Let's keep sharing the message with our friends, family, people we know, we don't know. And we've got to continue to try to wake up as many people as we can, or we're not going to have a country. I want to start with this first article today from The Hedge. It's titled "The Coming of the Police State in America." The National Guard is now patrolling the New York subway. And it's an attempt to do something with the explosion in crime. But it's also very, very disturbing to see soldiers on the New York subway system searching people, searching their bags, searching their backpacks, their purses, having them go through different types of detectors. And this was all passed, this surveillance of passengers, with no legislation and no debate, just an edict from the mayor. So we have now military soldiers at our subways searching U.S. citizens. So now the law-abiding citizen who may carry mace or pepper spray, maybe a knife, whatever it may be, they're not allowed to protect themselves. They're not allowed to get on the subway with any type of protection. And I find this very, very uncomfortable, and I want to know what all of you think about this. We have soldiers now at the New York subway system with long rifles and sidearms searching American citizens. I'm just not comfortable with that. Why could they just not enforce the law and have the police there doing their job? But now we have the military there with long rifles and sidearms in military gear, in boots. I just don't. I don't like the direction this is going. What do you think about this? And when is it going to be? Hey, show us your papers while we're letting everybody else in the world come in here, backpacks, suitcases on wheels, just walking right in here. No problem. We don't know who you are. We don't know where you're from. We don't know where you're going. We don't know what your intentions are. But we have an issue with Americans on the subway. We got to check their purses, their backpacks, their suitcases, what's in their pockets. We're not going to allow them to defend themselves. This is very, very concerning, don't you think? Please comment down below. But show us your papers. Show us your papers will be next. But they're only going to say it to you. They're not going to say it to all the newcomers. Only to you. That's when they will enforce law, when it's against you. Very, very disturbing. Again, comment down below. This is a very disturbing direction we are heading in. Here's another one. The president signs $460 billion spending bill to avert a partial government shutdown. He signed that today, signed the spending bill into law. This is the fourth time this fiscal year that Congress had to pass a short-term spending bill to keep the government funded. So we can send tens and tens of billions of dollars to other countries and beg to send more, yet we are bankrupt. Our government is in threat of shutting down if the president does not sign this into law and print another 400 or borrow another $460 billion doing it. How in the world do we have any ability to send money to anybody around the world, let alone people coming to this country, giving them $5,000, $10,000 debit cards? How in the world are we doing this when we're a complete bankrupt nation and we can't even afford to keep our government running? Somebody please answer me that. We are bankrupt, ladies and gentlemen. This whole economy is a giant facade. The government is broke. Households in America are broke. We are going to really hit some tough times. There is going to be hell to pay for what is going on. And they try to cover this all up, but the fake economy no longer can cover up the real economy. People are now beginning to realize they're in big trouble. Levi Strauss and Company lays off over 140 employees at San Francisco headquarters. Likely to be more layoffs at Levi's. So 140 more people without a job. More than likely their homes will be going up for sale. Rivian pauses to build $5 billion Georgia factory. That's not going to happen. And you know, we were told just the other day that EVs sales have gone up. They've gone up because they've discounted these vehicles so much just to get them off the lots. Ford discounting these vehicles. I think they have about 1,500 dealerships in America. 750 dealerships said they will not even, now half their dealerships will not even carry EVs because it's just taking up space, costing the dealership money. They're not selling. People, the majority of this country does not want them. And I think 2024, we're going to see a few of these companies go bankrupt, go out of business, and they should, because the markets are speaking. Let the markets be free. Let the household or let the average person dictate what they want to buy, what they don't want to buy. Let the consumer decide what they want to buy. Do they want a gas engine or do they want electric? Well, obviously it looks like they don't want electric. And if you're in an electric vehicle right now, I hope when these companies go out of business, you can get it fixed. Americans don't care as much about work, and it isn't just Gen Z. This on the Wall Street Journal today. So a lot of people got very comfortable during the health crisis when they didn't have to go to work, when they were given free money and checks were showing up and benefit checks, unemployment checks were showing up. And they were getting tax, benefits with their kids, and they didn't have to go to work. In fact, many of them didn't even have to pay rent. Many of them didn't even have to pay their mortgage payment. Many of them are still in a mortgage moratorium that nobody's talking about. Again, this whole facade of an economy is almost laughable, but it isn't, because so many people are going to get hurt. They're going to get buried here. It's going to be brutal. It really is. But going back to the average worker in America, you know, they had a year and a half where they really didn't have to do anything but enjoy life, take trips. They had more money than they knew what to do with, and they spent it. They spent it real fast. And now they think that they shouldn't have to go back to work. They just think that they're going to stay on maybe unemployment forever. Maybe they still have some benefit money. I don't know. I don't know how anybody has any money left at this point, but at the end of the day, people want to stay home. They don't want to work. And this is very dangerous for this country, because if we have a country that doesn't want to work, how are we going to be competitive around the world? And here's a news flash. All the newcomers, they're hungry. They're going to go to work. They're going to be taking your jobs. And maybe, people go, well, I don't want to work there. I don't want to do that. I'm too good for this. I have a degree. I should be making this much money. When you get hungry, to these people, when you get hungry, you will be amazed at what you will do for money. It's just amazing what people will do when they get hungry. I think a lot of the 8.9 million jobs that are available out there don't even exist. I think there's a lot less jobs than we're being told that even exist. But we have so many people coming here, millions, that are going to need jobs, who are hungry, who will work. And the average American has no idea the threat that is taking place right now. So while your bags are being searched, while you can't afford to buy a house, you can't afford to pay your college tuition back, you don't want to work, you have no skills, you have no way of protecting yourself. Imagine when the lights go out. Imagine being in a depression with no money, no job, no skills, no assets, no way to protect yourself. It's going to be It is going to be apocalyptic. It really, really is. Another one from the Hedge today. Mexican cartel laughs as U.S. National Guard helicopter crashes, kills 3 on this chaotic border. I watched this video, and it is heart-wrenching, and it's really, really sad, and it's very disgusting too, because you have these cartel members who were flying a drone in the area, and they're filming themselves flying this drone, and they're filming the helicopter crashing. And then the helicopter crashes, and they begin to laugh and celebrate that this National Guard helicopter crashed on fire and people were killed. This is what we're dealing with. This happened near Rio Grande City in Texas yesterday afternoon. I don't think people realize the threats that are walking past them every day here in America. There are so many threats. And here you have this evil group of people laughing and celebrating that these young men just crashed and died trying to protect this country. And to me, that is really trying to protect the country when you are down there at the border in a helicopter, trying to at least do something while your hands are tied. I get it. But at least they're there trying to do something. I'd rather our military be here on U.S. soil protecting this country right now than being thousands of miles away somewhere else. I'd rather money be going to protect us right here than be throwing money at other countries to continue wars. Say a prayer for these soldiers. God bless these soldiers. Rest in peace. Thank you for your service. And to these evil people laughing and celebrating at the death of these soldiers, you will burn in hell one day. You will. TheEconomicCollapse.com, I will finish with this article. It's titled, "You Have to Be Kidding." More than half of Americans over the age of 65 years old are living on incomes of $30,000 or less. 23% are living on incomes between $10,000 and $19,999, under $20,000. Remember this, as the White House just flew 320,000 newcomers on airplanes into this country without telling anybody. Who are they? Where are they? What are they doing here? Who paid for all this? Imagine what it costs to fly 320,000 people internationally into this country. Income needed to buy a home has leaped 80% since 2020. Now you need over $106,000 to buy the average home. Back in 2020, you needed to be earning $47,000 to buy the average home. Here in California, we talked about this the other day. They've just introduced a bill that would allow new loans for newcomers, interest-free loans for a down payment on a home. 84,638 job losses in February, $34+ trillion in debt. We have 175 trillion unfunded liabilities in this country. And yet we are flying people into this country, and we're going to possibly, at least here in California, allow newcomers to get interest-free loans for a down payment on a home while they take your job. Let me know what you think about that. You know, politicians don't seem to be alarmed by any of this. Apparently, a lot of Americans don't seem to be too alarmed with any of this, because they just go on with their day. They don't say anything. They don't do anything. They just continue to accept it, never ask for any accountability. We have a very, very soft country at this point, and it really concerns me. It worries me. And I will be very honest with you. I am very, very scared. And there's people out there, well, you don't have to be scared. You shouldn't be scared. I have this, I have that. Don't be scared. You know, these people obviously have never seen war, never been to war, have never seen a dead body, have never seen a violent crime. They've never seen what technology can do to a human body. They have no idea, again, what is walking around on U.S. soil right now. They have no idea how many countries hate us right now. And our grid is being attacked every day, cyber attacks every day. To think when the phone systems went down, or that none of this, that this was just a glitch. When Facebook went down, it was just a glitch. You can believe that, but every day we are being attacked, and people have never seen tough times. Most people in this country have never gone hungry. Most people in this country have taken everything they have for granted. They've never seen people starving. They've never really seen a third world country and the devastation and the violence that takes place. And they've never seen war. And they're not prepared for any of it. And when it does get here, and it's coming, we're going to see major events unfold in this country. They're going to be political, they're going to be financial, they're going to be spiritual, and they're going to be physical. And most people are soft, they're unprepared. And what are they going to do? They'll resort back to their training, which is wetting their pants. That's what they will do. They will wet their pants and they will ask for help. There will be no help. If you're relying on the system, if you're relying on some service to come and save you, it's not going to happen. You need to be preparing to be on your own, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what's going to happen. When the systems go down, the grids go down, the cyber attacks hit, and they're going to happen. You're on your own. I'm going to leave it there today. Comment down below. I hope everybody's thinking a little bit outside of the box and preparing. Do what you can to be preparing. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. And I think you owe it to your country, because if we do not come together as a people and we do not prepare, this country is doomed. It is done. It is over. Your kids, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren will never experience the life that you experienced. And I'll tell you, it's heading downhill very, very fast. Question is, how much farther is it going to go downhill before it's too late? And are we going to do anything about it? Have a good weekend. Stay safe. God bless.